your puppies. Puppies today for yoga. Other way. Good. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so more restorative class today, and I actually want to start in pigeon pose. So let's get blocks for you guys in case you need. Tegan, hi, yes, love you. Yeah. So go ahead and come to the front of the mat, and you can also use that term underneath a leg. So take an inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold. Hold your forward fold for a few breaths, grabbing the elbows, go ahead and grab the elbows, yeah, and then just let the torso rock. Whoo, find freedom, good, good, let the head drop, nice, let the head relax. Let's see if we got everything set up, turning just a little bit, good, nice, that's it. You smell my puppy? Hello? Yeah, that's it. Letting it hang. So it's more restorative class today, just finding your breath. I'll do a little bit of hands-on for Tyler and for Tammy. We have all T's. Oh, and Tegan. Oh my gosh. We have 4 T's in the room. That's great. Release the arms, walk the hands over to one side. Shake out the head, Tammy. Just let that head, yeah, let it go. I know so much busyness in the mind. You're not gonna let it go. Come back to center. And the other side. Walk the hands to the other side. Great. Wow. Come to center. And before we start that pigeon pose, just do a nice lunge. Left leg, take the left leg back, hands on the inside. Settle into the hips just a little bit. That's it, just keep breathing. Hi, Masami. Yeah, those nice movements, just rocking side to side. Letting the breath come easily. Great. Come to tabletop in between lunges. Give yourself a bit of flexion for your back. Cat-cow, yeah. Inhale one direction and exhale the other. Just getting started. It might feel nice to do a couple sighs, deep sighs. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Isn't it amazing how immediately you start breathing, the dog relaxes? Left foot, right? Left foot forward for that lunge. Put your hands on the inside. Put your hands on the inside. You can lengthen through the back of the neck as well. Lots of space through the vertebrae as your chin drops. Some movement. In and out through the nose. Good, 2 more breaths. Last breath. Great, back to tabletop. It's time for the wrists. Turn the fingertips towards the knees and press into the palms, creating some space. Excellent, yeah. And then if you want to multitask here, you can play with cat-cow as well. But if that feels like it's too much on the wrists, just stay still. I kind of like that multitasking of doing a couple things at once. Wrist stretch, neck, back, opening. Take about 3 more breaths. One pace. Both sides are excellent. Great. Gently unwind the hands. Give them a little bit of love by shaking them out. Yeah, isn't that intense? Especially we have so much that we do with our wrists and our fingers. Just a little compression, just back and forth into the wrist. That's it. Good. And now, as promised, our pigeon pose. So let's go with the right side first. Come back to your tabletop. Bring the knees together. Circle out the right hip. Let that right hip come up and around. Switch directions. Good. And then slide that knee right in between the thumbs. And this is where I'm going to come and help set up some props for you guys. I think it's nice to set a prop underneath the right hip. Let's go with yeah, I like the cushioning effect of this. So come up a little bit. There it is, right there.
Cool.
Nice. And then the same for you, Tammy. Bringing that right under here. Yeah. Good. Right? Oh, nice. And then you can even use the block for the forehead if you like or not. Depends on what feels right for you. And we'll hold that. Double fist, excellent. I love that double fist idea. So right side forward. We'll hang on to it. So I'm going to bring a block over. So make sure you set up. You can also use a blanket as well if you had a blanket handy. That works nicely. How's the breath? Audible breath. Wow. Celebrating the fact that you made it to your mat today, right? Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. Just one more breath. That was 1. 2. 3. 4. Good. Inhale together. Use your hands for support as you come on up. Find the right knee coming back and take it to soothe it. So you want to stretch it out. Let it stretch back. It feels like a nice stretch even more to bring the right arm up and just scoop that right arm up and around for bow. Yeah, and just grab that foot behind you. I know it's a little bit of a balance because you're using your ribs in to balance into the side body. Then bring the heel a little bit closer to your hip as you pull it in to open up the quad. Nice. Gently release that arm. Drop the right foot to the mat and extend over the right ear. Good. That's it. Make sure the foot is in the same line as your knee that's on the mat. Well, actually, you know, that's an exploration. It's more intense when you move it behind you, so you can actually elaborate the stretch. Sort of going into wild thing. Wow, that was cool. Okay, then come on down, come into child's pose. Block is handy, mat is handy. You might even use it for your forehead as you bring your head right on the mat. Good, and then the classic adjustment here, low back. That's it, good. Couple deep sighs out through the mouth. Good. All right, so then we have pigeon pose on the other side. First, take that knee and spiral it around. I'll turn. I think I might go this way. So now it's the left side, knees to tabletop. Good. And then left knee comes up, circle out that hip. Good. Oops, we lost our Zoom class. Shoot. Maybe it's going to come back on. Make sure you go both directions. Nice. And then slide that left knee forward. And again, put those blocks in right underneath that hip. And underneath your hip, Tammy, I'll grab it for you. Good, I think it's helpful. Just gives it some lift. Nice. Good. See, yep, loading. How's it feel? Does it need to go a little higher, you think? Oh wow, how's it feel?
Yeah.
A little more chance.
More of a stretch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Good. Good. Oh, good. You're back. We're pigeon pose on the other side. Pigeon pose on the other side now. Yeah.
She's ready.
She's. That's good. Left side, child's pose. Pigeon pose. Good. Whew. Wow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Every time you exhale, feel your body just sink a little bit deeper into the mat. Occasionally having that exhale out through the mouth. Last two. So know that those transitions, make them super slow. Inhale to prep. Exhale to lean a little bit to that left hip. Use your hands for support. Underneath your shoulders, use that right knee to support you as that left knee comes back. Straighten out that left leg. Feel some freedom in the left hip now. Good, yes, circle it out. Excellent. Not dumping all the weight into the wrists, but also using that right knee for support. Good. Let's straighten out that left leg. Stack the hips. I didn't say this on the other side, but remember that bottom foot? It moves over a little bit for like a kickstand. Open that up. And then as you turn your left hip, notice how you can just keep your left hand on the mat, and then when it's ready, you just kind of let it come up and let it go forward. Stretching the fascia as you reach up, 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 and back for the foot. It's an incredible way to use those transitions for your benefit. This side doesn't want as much movement as the other side did. So just check in with what your body wants. These pulses are awesome, right? You can feel how the body wants to create new pathways. And then the front of the quad, how do we do that? We pull the heel tight right to the hip. And that quad pushes back a little bit. And maybe even down. Good. Gently release that foot, drop it to the ground, left arm over the ear, extend, and we explored here. This is all an experiment. We used that left foot and we brought it back a bit to come into something that I call baby wild thing. We'll call it baby wild thing. Where your heart starts moving up towards the ceiling and that left hip reaches high. But when you're finished, into child's pose. That was cool. Keep the mind active and fresh. Head, massage the forehead. Wow, so good. Great. So puppy pose, the most classic stretches for the upper body. So coming to bring the hips right over the knees, and the knees are about to move apart. Yeah, back. Just don't go off the front of the mat into this long up body. Spread the fingers wide. Excellent. Good. And there are couple ways of doing this. This is the first way. Let's just play with making sure that this curvature of the back goes out a little bit by pushing. Yeah, you feel that? Mm-hmm. Pushing in, and then just drop that pelvic bowl, drop that chest, and now try to look forward. Good. So now it's changed right into that mid-back. Two ways of doing it. All right, and now you want to try the other way? Yeah. Just exaggerate. Yep, that's it. Good. That's it. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so beautiful. Puppy pose options. Good. Wow. Yeah, it's more intense that way for you. Yeah, I think the first one might be a nicer, more feel good, feel good moment for that. Yeah.
Yeah, the shoulders are
yeah.
tight.
couple more breaths. I'll demonstrate that. Nice, Masami. I think I'll do the second version. So I just want to comment on that second version. If you do dump too much, it might not give the same amount of length. So you want to not dump the hip creases, but push the hip creases back and create some space. Takes a lot of focus. And then the ribs that I talked about for you also can apply for this lower curve itch here. So ribs are still in, heart is forward, and then it changes it. You see all that? Quite focused in certain areas. Oh. Good. And when you come out of that deep stretch, I like to use my hands. Come back to tabletop and shake it out. Anything that feels good. This big, wide swooping of the circle is awesome. Wow. And then switch directions. Good. And then our pinnacle of down dog, we haven't even been there yet. So you ready? Find the center of the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Little prep before we get to down dog. Bear plank. So just hover the knees. Yeah, you want to, hover the knees. Shoot the hips back. Good, Tammy. Shoot the hips back, heart forward. Push into the shoulders, arms, and then just give it a little movement. I'm getting adjustments as I do this. It's really interesting through the low back. Last little twist. Back to center. And then up you go. Down dog. Spread the fingers, bend the knees, drop the head. Same sensations of rocking, straightening it out eventually. But take your time. Yeah, excellent. Good. Good. Nice. That's it, Tammy. Good. That's it. Finding that head to just hang. Finding the shoulders expand. Excellent. Good. Letting that head just feel that legs. Keep breathing. Audible breath. Nice. Good. I'm going to give you a little push on your back. Last one. Good. And then take a child's pose again. Bend the knees and drop all the way down. Stretch out through the arms. Open the knees wide. And move it into bent knee up dog. So take your eyes towards your hands, bend the elbows to the sides. Again, we want a little bit of ribs in so we're not dumping too much. And then as you drop forward, you'll find this up dog. Oh, good, and then repeat. Nice. Come on back. And then forward. Keeping that length and space through the spine. Hit your own rhythm. Each time you come forward, I like that inhale. It sort of expands the ribs and the chest and the lungs. Last one. Even the ankles. Coming back. All right, down dog again. Bring the knees together. Up to you if you want to play with that plank again. Bear plank, hover. Nice, and then come back up. Bring the toes together. And take the right leg, one-legged down dog, bring it high. That's it. I like to find those hip sockets. So come into, bring the right knee in towards the left knee again, and then bend both knees. Bend both knees as you do this so that your torso comes a little close. Good. Hollowing up the belly. And then once you straighten it out again, right leg straight, you might feel a little bit more connection into the low belly. Good, your wrists, it's your wrist.
A little bit, yeah.
Huh.
I just think it's pain.
Yeah, because there's a lot of muscle mass to hold up. So maybe come to your elbows. Try your elbows and see what happens. Okay, good. And now come in and see what, is that okay?
Yeah.
Stretches that out a little bit, and you're still getting that same sensation. It's just not as tough on the wrist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Couple more breaths. And then switch. Good. And then Tammy, just let your head hang. That's it. Spread your fingers wide. Nice. Gosh, it's so awesome having real students. It's amazing. Come out when you need to. Tyler. Good, and then Tammy, excellent, excellent. That's it. You're rolling that hip back and you're pushing back, using that right leg. Excellent. Hands up. Good. Good. All right, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Shake out your wrist if you need to. Just let it go. Maybe even give it a massage. Nice, Miss you got that. Rest when you need to. I know, I want to do that one more time. One time is not enough. So another trick here is to do it on a chair or a block with the hands. Let's see, if they don't slide on the, actually these are the sticky ones, so let's bring your hands a little higher. So you put your hands on here. Okay?
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to lift your leg better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll see.
Both hands.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You'll see that it will help.
Cool.
Yeah, try that. Okay, so go back into down dog. Nice, much better, huh?
Yeah, so much better.
So much better. Okay. So now toes together. Right leg goes high. Yeah, and then Tammy, you might want to try elbows this time since, yeah, alternate. Good. Right leg goes high. Good, that's it. Yeah, and then this time you can lift the head. It makes for a little bit more extension through the shoulders. Keep breathing. And then switch. Know that you can always take a break in between if you want. Good, that's it. And straighten just a tad. Yeah. Awesome. You're good. Last breath. And rest. How's the neck? Yeah. Let's sit all the way back. You're much better with the palms.
Yeah, much better.
Good. And then just give yourself a moment to rest. Nice. You did it twice, Musami? All right, so let's go back to that lunge that we did at the beginning and see what it feels like now. So right side forward, right foot steps forward, hands can come on the inside, hands can come on the outside, one hand can go on the outside, just depends on where your armpit is. You know, if it needs to stay on the inside, absolutely fine. Or use blocks on either side. You can use your blocks See what it feels like just to alternate one block on each side.
Oh, okay.
Block on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, Tammy. And then tuck that back to the leg, straighten it out. Yeah. Left foot over to the left a little bit. Right hip crease moves back. And settle in. Oh my goodness. Feel the front of the left leg. Nice. Drop that left knee again. Soften the back foot. Extra padding. This is my trick. I bring that mat over just a little bit. We're coming up. Right hand to the knee. Left hand to the knee. Find some space through that low belly, through the right hip. And then scoop up the arms. Good. Settle into that front knee. You want the heel to come in a little bit close to you, Tammy, so maybe it's a tad wide. Yeah. Now settle in. Excellent. Inside out with the palms. And then drop to the right side. Feel that extension through the right side body. Right hand can drop towards the earth. Turning that left rib cage up just a bit. Inhale, come back to center. So give this front leg some relief. Again, this is restorative class, so be easy and gentle. Let's just take a little flex. Half monkey pose. Blocks are right there for you. Use those for your fingers. That's it. Where you can play with halfway lift, letting the heart extend out. And then couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come back up. Excellent. And then bring the right knee to meet the left. Pause there. The back. Good. That's it. Yeah, your hands can go down. You don't have to go up. I know you're like, I can't go. So the hands can go down and just push forward. Good. Let the chest line. Excellent. Hips pushing forward, heart is with. No. Take a little seat, grab the knees and a recovery breath. Just chin drops to the chest, heart is lifting. Whatever's coming up, just let it go. Inhale nose, exhale mouth. Soft jaw, soft face, close the mouth, in through the nose, out through the nose. Excellent. All right, so let's do that on the other side. Come back to tabletop, knees together. Steps forward, hands blocks on that outer ankle and the inner ankle. Take an inhale, tuck the right toe. Exhale, straighten out through the right leg. Put some pressure into the front foot. And as you put pressure into the front foot, pull that left hip crease back. Activate that right heel, that right calf. Push into the hands, push into the block. Lots of focus, beautiful focus. Use your right hand to fold the edge of the mat over. Or hovers, holding your balance as you open up the rib. Oh, yeah, if you fall, come back up with that left hand. And then into half monkey pose. Nice. That feels about right. Swallow a couple times. Drop the chin to the chest, chin to the right, chin to the left. It feels like it would be nice just to lay on our back and do a little bit of a twisting sequence on our back. So move your heels to one side, straighten out the legs. Go ahead and roll yourself back. Good, we'll continue a bit with that hip opening before we twist. So make sure there's no ponytails behind your head. Bend both knees and plant them right next to the hips. Let your palms come up towards the ceiling. You see that? Yeah. And then as you bring your scapula up, let it drop each side. What is that doing? It's just making sure your scapula is wide on the mat, okay? Then the palms up, let the palms flatten, back of the hand to the ground. Good. And then alternating, pushing into each foot as you drop your knees away from you. You feel that? Yeah, that's it. So knee forward, alternating. So see if you can get some movement in the front of the hip. Do you feel that? That's it. Yeah, Tammy's got it. Let me just see.
Oh, okay.
Almost. You see? Ah, there it is. Yeah. You feel how the sacral kind of rotates. Yes. So it's like in here.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. And then I think your shoulders can go down just a little bit more by pulling this. You feel that? It went down an inch. It's like, that's it. That's it. It's all this weightlifting.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's it. That's it. Good. All right. So now just keeping the left foot on the mat. Take that right knee up towards the shoulder. Yeah, and interlace your fingers and just grab that knee around, like when we're leaving pose. Yeah, you got it. And so then just giving yourself that sort of tie work where you're moving that hip around. In fact, I'll help you, Timmy. Bend the knee. Good. And you're just gonna circle yourself around. Awesome. Good. Couple directions. And then hold that knee tight. Interlace your fingers now and bring it right to the end. Hold that up. Good. And then as you hold that knee tight, go ahead and slide the left leg to the bottom of the mat. Good. Nice. Finding that straightening up. Good. You can even pretend like you're flexing out onto that wall. That, and then also point. You can flex and point, see how it feels. Good. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Knee over and up. Oh! I know. We haven't had teachers in a long time on body. That's it. Good. And you can even drop your chin slightly. There it is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. So where are we going to go from here? Let's take it over to a twist. So that right knee, slide the knee over. And this is a place where a block might be excellent underneath the inside edge of the knee. In fact, both of you might benefit really well with the block underneath. Yeah, excellent. But you can bring it high, Tammy, that's it. Does that feel good? Yeah. And then breathe in and out through your nose. Excellent. That's it. Noticing how the belly goes in and out with the breath. Last 2 breaths. Body's heavy, especially that left rib cage. Letting that just sink into the mat. Inhale, gently come back to your back. Slowly, slowly use your hands. Grab the right knee again and take that left knee up as well. And as you gently rock side to side with both knees bent, you'll feel the sacral bone realign, come back into alignment. Okay, you can do that alternating knees with your hands. Knee forward and in, alternating. Back of the head firm onto the mat, chin level. Okay, and then we're ready for the other side. So now that's the right foot plants on the mat. Interlace the fingers, take that left knee up towards your shoulder and then circle it around. Good, feeling the socket. See if you can find some freedom of movement there, up and down. Good, that's it. Nice. Good, since I did this on the other side, I'll give you a little bit of movement. Yeah, finding that edge, yeah. So nice. And then make sure you go the other direction. Circle, circle. Good. When you're finished, grab that knee and hold that knee up towards the right shoulder, off to the ribs and up. And then slowly straighten out that opposite leg. It's like you're pushing into a wall. The heel pushes into a wall. And then you can try pointing, and then flexing, and then pointing. And then find that neutral place where you're extending through that whole right leg. Good, and we'll hold. Nice. So yeah, that's probably wonderful, but let's see what it feels like up and in. Yeah, good. And then letting the right shoulder sort of slide down a little. Yeah. So even though this is gripping, this isn't gripping. It's relaxed. Absolutely. And then again, that length through the back of the head. Isn't that amazing? Just those adjustments. And then breathe, belly breath. Woo. Couple deep sighs. Gently cross it over for your twist, all the way up and over to the right side. Look to the left. Set up your blocks if you used them on the other side. Whole body's heavy. Great place to close your eyes and go inward. Feel about balanced. Take an inhale. Use that exhale, gently come onto your back. Take the left knee high towards the shoulder. Take the right knee up as well. And again, it's that rocking. And slowly and gently start rocking yourself into this happy baby, where your knees go a little wider. Your hands reach for your inner ankles. And then your feet come up towards the ceiling. as you play. Yep, exactly. Just grab your calves first. Just be ahead. Feel the difference? Just grab the calves. No big deal. Don't have to reach for the feet. And then feel the rocking from side to side, just like a baby would be playing. That's why we call it happy baby. Even the feet move down and up. Softening into the low back. Commit to about 3 more breaths here, whatever shape is yours. One side needs a little bit more focus. A little more surrender, a little bit more trust in your shape, in your form, in your breath. Good, and then gently see the feet coming towards each other. Letting the feet come towards each other, reaching around the top of the foot towards the little pinky toes, and push the knees away from you. That's it, yeah, so your feet are in together and your knees are apart. You just find this, it's like upside down cobbler's pose. Good. In fact, bring the head up and bring your head to look at your feet, and then bring your hands to the outside edges of the legs to assist planting the feet right in front of you. Notice how this compression on the hips helps the hip sockets stay in place. Then rotate hip creases back and see if you can open the knees. Yeah, and all those adjustments actually have super feel like they are in and in integrity. Good. Once you find that, come out when you're ready. I'm just going to commit to 2 more breaths. Belly moves out, belly moves in. Wow, 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 wow. Good. Release the arms down by your sides and use them for support as you help your knees together. Okay. Really gentle and sweet. Good. Bring the knees into your chest and circle out the knees. Good. All right. If there's any last posture that you need before we close up, what I'm thinking is a bridge. Let's do one bridge and then we'll close up into Shavasana. So plant the feet high. You can slide your block underneath the hips. Give your back some support. Yeah, as your hips go high. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Good. Yeah, a little bit of support. Couple deep sighs. Yeah. So if you want to use 2 blocks, especially on this sort of supported restorative class, I would put, if you want it high, I would put 2 blocks. Okay. Yeah, stacking. Good. That gives you a little bit more groundedness. And I think about right there. Okay, now drop. Right there on your sacrum. Yeah. Good. I love it. Good, Tammy. That's it. You want to try walking your legs straight around the puppy dog? Excellent. Good. There's lots of options here. You can also put one leg up to the ceiling. That's intense.
This.
Yeah, does it feel good though? And then maybe, one leg up, try one leg up to the sky. Good. Yeah, and I can put it at an angle. How's that? And then resist me, just a tad. Good, and then relax. Good, one more time, resist. String stretch. Multitasking is my favorite. So, all right. Just find you, should give you guys a little bit of Shavasana love. Front of the shoulders. Right into the eyebrows. To the scalp. You go, ready? Deepen the breath. Filling up the belly and the lungs and the ribs. And then let it out, big sigh. Some movements for the head, for the toes and the fingers. Slowly one knee comes up to the chest. The other knee, circling it out. Massaging gently your lower back. And then rolling to whichever side feels good to roll towards, and roll to that side. Like using the top hand to the ground to support yourself as you roll all the way up. Your head is the last thing to come up. All right, one last breath together. Inhale. And let it out, exhale. All right, namaste. All right, thank you, Tammy. Thank you. And Masami, thank you so much for being here. Bye, she says bye. Sleepy. Good.
Oh, I'll take a nap for a bit.
Yeah. Good. All right. Thank you. See you on Thursday. Bye. Okay. Bye. That's so great. Multitasking is my favorite. Good job.